The silence of the hardcore world is haunting, but today, that silence is about to be broken. I have a plan, and it's a dangerous one. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. In the last one, we geared up with this insane diamond armor, but today, we're taking it to the next level, Netherite. But we're not just mining for it, no, we're doing it with a bang, using TNT. To get that much TNT, we need a creeper farm. And not just any farm, we're building the most modern, most effective design out there. Once we're fully geared up, the real challenge begins. We're finding a cartographer, getting that map, and heading straight into the trial chambers. The plan is simple, but deadly. Drink the potion of bad omen, survive the mobs, and get that ominous key. If we're lucky, really lucky, we might just get the heavy core, the key to crafting the almighty Mace. Can we pull this off, or is the hardcore run about to end? Let's find out. Let's dive into a new episode. My goal today is to upgrade all my gear to Netherite, but as you know, it's not exactly easy to find. We managed to pull 3 pieces of ancient debris from that bastion in the last video, but that's nowhere near enough. Since 1 ingot requires 4 debris, we're looking at a total of 36 to get the job done. Since traditional strip mining is, honestly, a bit of a drag, I'm looking for something faster and a lot more engaging. I'm not 100% sure if it's more efficient, but we're going with the TNT method. It'll allow us to clear out a massive area at once, maximizing our chances of uncovering that ancient debris. As you can see, I've gathered a few stacks of stone, and you're probably wondering why. These will serve as the primary building blocks for a gunpowder farm. With that farm up and running, we'll be able to craft the massive amount of TNT we need for mining later on. So, I'm going to get straight to work gathering more stone, since this is nowhere near enough, along with the rest of the materials required for the build. Thankfully, I've got a Silk Touch pickaxe on me, so gathering the stone should be a relatively quick process. It makes the whole task a breeze. Alright, we've filled the entire inventory with stone. This should be more than enough to get the farm finished. With the stone sorted, the remaining items on our list are a bit more tricky to gather. We're going to need plenty of wood, as well as a significant amount of snow and pumpkins. As for the snow and the pumpkins, I have a pretty good idea of where we can track them down. I almost forgot my axe, but with that sorted, we can finally head over to the other island to find those trees. Let's get moving. I think the island turned out pretty well. What do you guys think? I'm actually really happy with the build. I've already cleared out most of the trees on this island. I probably should have headed to a different one, but since I'm already here, let's just make the most of it. This process is honestly slow and painful. I think I'll head back home for now and find a different spot. Maybe that jungle from the last episode. It's much easier to gather wood there. I'm going to need about 12 stacks of trapdoors, and I'm not quite sure if this wood is going to cut it. I'll craft a few first, just to see how far it gets me. Four stacks of trapdoors from 3 stacks of wood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need at least as much as I brought in the first haul. Looks like it's back to the grind. I'm not exactly sure where that jungle island is. I can't quite remember the way. I'll probably have to check my last video, just to see which direction I headed out in. Okay. I checked the footage, and this is definitely the right way to go. Let's head out. Just look at how beautiful Minecraft can be sometimes. This would be a stunning spot for a base, but unfortunately, not in this series. Alright, now that we've arrived, we just need to decide which tree to climb so we can start chopping. Let's get to it. Okay, I've taken down a few trees and gathered some bamboo along the way. I think we've gathered enough for now, so let's head back home. It's time to put these resources to use. Let's just take a second to see the beauty of Minecraft once again. Truly stunning. I could probably clear out the iron farm since it's completely backed up, but honestly, I'm just not feeling it right now. Alright, let's see how many trapdoors we actually get out of this. Hopefully it'll be enough, but even if it isn't, I think I still have a few stacks tucked away in the chest. A little less than 8 stacks, and I already made 4 in the last haul. Yeah, that should do it. Now, let's move on to the rest of the materials. All that's left are the snow and the pumpkins. Alright, I've set up a chest to keep all our materials organized for the farm. It'll make things a lot easier once we actually start building. These are some of the materials we've managed to gather so far. As for the snow and the pumpkins, I'm pretty sure I know where to find them. I've run into them before, but for some reason I didn't think to grab the pumpkins then. Not sure what I was thinking there. Now that I'm here, if I remember correctly, I just need to follow the coastline. That should lead me straight to the snowy biome, and the pumpkins should be right there too. Alright, we've found the snow. And the pumpkins are right here too. Perfect! That's everything we came for. I have my Soak Touch shovel, but honestly, I'm not sure I want to stack up all these snow layers just to get a block. I might be better off using a regular shovel. Alright, we've gathered enough snow. Now I just need to grab the pumpkins and then we can finally head back home to start the build. Let's get to work. It just occurred to me, since there's an outpost nearby, I might as well try to grab another omen bottle. It'll come in handy for the trial chambers later on. Let's see if we can hunt down a captain. And of course, I need to grab some wool. The outpost is burned to the ground, but I'm pretty sure pillagers can still spawn here anyway. Let's hang around for a bit and see if anyone shows up. Okay, there's the one. There he is, the captain we were looking for. He actually spawned in pretty fast. I'm not sure if that's just luck or if it's actually normal. Alright, we've got the omen bottle. Now we can finally head back home and start working on that farm. I've gathered everything we need for the farm. For now, I'm only taking the essentials to get things started, and I'll come back for the trapdoors later. The farm needs to be built in a deep ocean, and luckily for us, there's one right nearby. That's going to save us a lot of travel time. Alright, I think I found the perfect spot, so let's get building. To start things off, we need to build a pillar, all the way from the ocean floor to the surface. This will be the foundation for everything else. Once the pillar is ready, we need to set up a small 4x3 platform on top. At one end of the platform, we're going to place a double chest. Right behind it, we'll set up a 3x3 grid of hoppers, making sure they're all funneling items directly into that chest. Next, we need to border the hoppers with solid blocks, and then place campfires directly on top of them. The frame we just built needs to be raised by 3 more blocks, bringing the total height up to 4. Once that's done, we need to extend each side by 2 additional blocks, just like you see here. Once that's done, we need to start by laying down a 1 block high outline. We need to place some fence gates over the hole to keep the water from flowing in. And of course, add the water in the corners. We need to raise the outline by 2 blocks, making it 3 blocks high in total. After that, we need to connect the inner edges with a 5x5 ring, place a bed on one side, and fill the rest with slabs. We need to place some fences above the bed, just like this, so we can add the snow golems later on. In the remaining gaps, we need to add trapdoors and flip them open. We're extending the build by 11 blocks on each side. For the main farm outline, just follow this pattern. Now, we need to fill in the shape with our building blocks. After that, we need to place a slab in the corners next to the bed and cover the empty blocks between the fences with buttons to prevent mobs from spawning there. Next, we need to place carpets across the entire surface. Start by placing them 2 blocks away from the slabs, and make sure each carpet is spaced 2 blocks apart. Next, we need to build a wall around the farm that's 1 block wider than the base, and it should be 2 blocks high. And now, for the most tedious part, placing the trapdoors. We place them all the way to the center, but make sure not to put any above the cross we built at the start. After that, we need to get the snow golems into the fence cage. Just follow the method shown on screen. And finally, we're finishing up with the roof. Also, don't forget to light it up like I did, or it will break the farm's rates. And for the final touch, to make the farm as efficient as possible, you need to head up to Y level 182. With that, the build is complete. And there we go, guys, we've built the Gunpowder Farm. You get a great view of our island and the iron farm from up here. I'm gonna AFK here for a bit until we get enough gunpowder, and then we'll move on to the rest of our ideas. I've decided to add some ladders so I can climb up later, and once I'm up there, we'll start the AFK session. Alright, I've been here for a few in-game days, which is about half an hour, so let's see how much gunpowder we got. We got almost 6 stacks in 30 minutes. That's pretty good, but I don't think it'll be enough. I'll farm some more later, but for now, I think it's best to go grab some sand. I've decided to empty out the iron farm. I do this sometimes, but I don't usually include it in the videos, because it's not really interesting enough. As for the sand, we'll have to head to another island. There's nowhere near enough here, and I don't want to mess up our island for no reason. There's some sand here, along the beaches. It should be enough. Alright, I've gathered about 10 stacks. That'll be enough to start with. Let's craft that TNT and see how much we end up with. Okay, that is actually so little. Whatever. I'm gonna go farm some more sand and gunpowder, and then we'll craft some more. Alright, I left Minecraft running for a couple of hours, so let's see how much gunpowder we got. There is so much gunpowder here. I think this is gonna be more than enough. I left the gunpowder at home. Now, let's go grab some sand. I filled my entire inventory with sand, so we'll see if that's enough. Alright, let's craft that TNT. Alright, let's see how much we have so far. Do we need to craft some more? I don't think so. I think this is everything we need to go grab that netherite. So, let's head out. Now we just need to get down to Y level 15, but it's not exactly easy since we're in the Nether. There's lava everywhere. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. Now that we're at the right level, we just need to dig a straight tunnel where we'll place the explosives. We hit some lava, so we can't go any further. We'll just place what we can in the tunnel we've already dug. Ideally, you want to place the TNT every 4 blocks. Once we light it, we need to be ready to run back through the tunnel as the TNT goes off. We have to watch out for lava flowing over the ancient debris. Otherwise, it'll get hidden and we'll miss it. Alright, this was a pretty short tunnel, so we didn't find anything. But I've shown you the basic concept. Now, let's speed things up and grind for that ancient debris. Here we go again. See that lava? I was talking about that. And I should have mentioned, if you place the TNT too close together, exactly this will happen. One of them won't ignite. I can't believe I didn't find anything. Whatever. Let's just keep going. There's XP flying everywhere. But the ancient debris is just not showing up. I totally forgot about the F3 plus G tactic. Basically, you want to dig tunnels along the chunk borders, because that's supposedly where most of the ancient debris is hidden. See? Exactly what I was talking about. There they are, finally. We didn't get much, but they've started appearing. There'll be better runs. Whoa, what a coincidence. But either way, we would have found this ancient debris once the first TNT blows off. Oh, more ancient debris. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Once you find one, you're bound to find a lot more. Huh. I don't know if it's a good thing we mined so many already, because now, when we blow this up, there's definitely gonna be nothing left. Great. Now the problem is that the TNT is blowing up further ahead. And here I am, wasting time digging. Alright, it actually stopped blowing up, relatively close by. And there's the another ancient. I barely made it here because of the lava, but there's another ancient debris. My TNT placement was terrible this time. 3 of them go off, and then it just stops. We're slowly gathering them, but honestly, I found more while digging the tunnel than from the actual explosions. Okay, this one is way up high, but luckily the TNT chain finally stopped. We've gathered 18 ancient debris, and we have 3 back home, so that's 21. It'd be great if we could hit 36. Then we'd have just enough for everything. Oh, look at you. This one almost got away. You'll run into a lava pool every now and then, so that's pretty much the only reason you'll definitely have to change direction. Whoa, a triple vein. I haven't seen that in a long time. We've got 24 now. I really hope we can make it, since we've already burned through a good amount of TNT. Alright, we found some more. This definitely boosts our chances of getting enough ancient debris with the TNT we have left. But we've hit a bit of a snag. Lava. I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to grab that debris without getting, well, burned to a crisp. I have to be honest, it's not exactly going well so far. Things are proving to be a lot more difficult than I expected. Alright, we got it. And we're still in one piece. Barely, but we're alive. I honestly don't know if I'm just incredibly lucky or what's going on here. It's happened way too many times. I start digging the tunnel for the TNT and I just stumble upon ancient debris immediately. I guess I spoke too soon. I just blew through about 15 pieces of TNT and got absolutely nothing. So much for my lucky streak. Okay. I didn't even notice, but I've actually crossed through every single biome. Oh, I missed one ancient. Anyways, I would see it after blowing TNTs. These are the last pieces of TNT I've got, so let's hope they're enough to uncover the rest of the ancient debris. It's all or nothing now. We only need 3 more, and I'm pretty confident I can find them. We are so close to finishing this. Alright, that's one step closer to our goal. We're almost there. These TNTs are going off so fast now that I've spaced them out, I can barely keep up with them. It's a chain reaction I wasn't quite ready for. So, that's it? We've managed to gather a lot, but not quite enough. We're only 2 pieces away from our goal, but that's fine. I'll just pick up the rest with my pickaxe. I'm going to try mining along the chunk borders again, but I'm willing to bet I won't find a single thing this time. Let's see if the game proves me wrong. I guess that tactic isn't working after all. I think the best move now is to just go back to basics and start strip mining. It's the only way to be sure. Look at that! The second I change direction, I find another piece of debris. It's almost like this world is haunted or just really strange. Alright, now that we've finally gathered everything we need, it's time to get out of here. I just hope we're not standing directly over a lava lake, because getting back to the surface would be a massive headache. I can already see some lava leaking through, but I think it's just a minor spill in the walls. Nothing we can't handle. Or, actually, that is a lava lake. My mistake. Let's get out of here. I think we're finally going to make it out of here. Oh, a bit of gravel to the head. Nothing serious. Just a classic Nether, I guess. Alright, that wasn't as difficult as I expected. Now we just need to make it back to the portal in one piece. Wait, where actually am I? Oh, nothing to worry about. I'm relatively close, only a few hundred blocks away from here. We're going to have to dig a little. As long as I don't fall into any lava, everything should be just fine. This is honestly the worst part. I just need to make sure I don't get hit by a piglin. If that happens, it's game over for the entire series. Alright, we made it through without any issues. And we're back, safe and sound. We're coming home 33 pieces of ancient debris richer. I think it's better to just burn all these extra blocks. There's no point in cluttering up our storage with things we don't need. I might as well craft a few more furnaces to speed up the process. Plus, I still have plenty of gold that needs to be smelted. There we go. The furnaces are all set. Now I just need to track down some coal so I can actually get them running. Everything is up and running now. While the ancient debris is smelting, I'll start crafting the netherite ingots and finally upgrade my gear and tools. Alright, let's start with the first 2 netherite ingots, since that's exactly what's finished smelting so far. Time to see some results. I'm just looking over everything to see where to start, but honestly, it doesn't really matter, since I'll be upgrading the whole set anyway. Wait, why isn't this working like it used to? Oh, right. I need the smithing templates now. Luckily, I have some on me, but if I remember correctly, I'll need diamonds to craft more of them. So let's upgrade the pickaxe first, and then we'll craft some more. Man, 7 diamonds just for one? This is going to drain my entire stash. I didn't realize it was going to be this expensive. Let's craft these things. It's a bit of a grind doing these one by one, but it is what it is. I've burned through so many diamonds, and I'm still 1 upgrade short. Incredible. Alright, I've crafted a few extra upgrades just to be safe, so let's get back to it and finish this set. I forgot to take my armor off. Let's upgrade as much as we can while we wait for the rest of the debris to smelt. And there we go. We even got the achievement. Nice. Alright, let's keep going. We're almost at the finish line. It just occurred to me that I should probably craft a netherite hoe to finish that achievement as well. But never mind for now. Anyways, we don't have enough netherite. And here it is, the final upgrade, the axe. With this, the set is officially complete. Now, I want to bring a cartographer here to the trading hall. I'm not exactly sure where to put him, but I might just replace this librarian since I don't really need him anymore. I'll take a look at the other librarians as well, but honestly, I think that was the one I need the least. Alright, I've made my decision. I'm going to clear out this spot and bring the cartographer in to take his place. There we go. Now, let's bring a cartographer here. In case you're wondering why I need a cartographer, it's because once he's upgraded, he sells maps to some very interesting locations. We're going to need the Woodland Mansion map, and even more importantly, the Trial Chamber map. If you aren't sure what a trial chamber is or how it works, stick around until the end of the video to find out. And there he is, our new cartographer. I've already gathered some emeralds to level him up, but honestly, I think it's better to just harvest some sugarcane and craft paper for the first tier. There's no point in wasting a mountain of emeralds when we don't have to. Alright, let's get to harvesting. It's time to clear this out and get that paper ready. Okay, that should be more than enough. Let's upgrade him. Let's see what we get at tier 2. Savannah and Taiga village maps. Honestly, I'm not too thrilled about this. It's going to be a bit of a problem to get him to tier 3 now. There we go. We got exactly what we were looking for. And honestly, this compass for emeralds trade is actually a great way to grind some extra emeralds. Alright, let's grab that Trial Explorer map. I should also craft a few compasses to trade for emeralds, and then we just need to max out this villager to finally get the Woodland Mansion map. Okay, let's get these traded. And there we go. We just hit the next level. Let's see what we've unlocked this time. Just banners for now. And it looks like I only need one more trade to max him out. Let's see what else we get along with that Woodland Mansion map. I'm not entirely sure what that thing above is for, but anyway, let's just grab this map and call it a day with this villager. Our next stop is the Trial Chamber. This Woodland Mansion looks incredibly far away. Alright, moving on. I need to get ready for the Trial Chamber. As you can see, my inventory is looking a bit thin, so for a start, it would be a good idea to craft a few golden apples. I've already got 2 on me, but that's definitely not going to be enough. Here we go. 5 golden apples should get the job done, but I'm also going to need a shield. Can't go into a place like that without some proper protection. I'm going to have to craft a new shield. I can't find anything in this messy storage, but there we go, that's done. Now we can finally head out toward the Trial Chamber. We got incredibly lucky. This Trial Chamber is actually really close by, so I won't have to travel far at all. It's practically in our backyard. I don't even need a boat. These Depth Strider 3 boots are more than fast enough to get me there. Alright, we should probably start digging right around here. According to the map, it should be directly beneath us. While I'm digging, it's the perfect time to explain what trial chambers actually are. In my inventory, you can see these omen bottles. They have levels that determine their duration, but, if I recall correctly, the level doesn't affect the difficulty or the loot quality. You need to drink one to trigger a Trial Omen, which charges the spawners and turns them into ominous spawners. These spawn much tougher enemies, especially breezes, mobs that drop breeze rods, similar to how blazes work. Our main goal is to use those rods to craft the mace. After defeating an ominous spawner, there's a chance to get an ominous trial key. We use those to open ominous vaults. Keep in mind, regular vaults don't transform. You have to find specific ominous ones. We're hunting for a rare drop called the Heavy Core. That's the final piece we need for the mace, which will be the star of a massive challenge I'm planning. I've been doing some research, and I've come to the conclusion that it's possible, although I'm still not 100% sure. So, make sure to follow the next few episodes to find out exactly what's going on. There we go, we finally found it, the trial chamber. Now that we're actually here, the real challenge begins. Let's see what's waiting for us inside. Oh, here we go. A breeze is already on me. These guys are tricky, they constantly push you around, and it's making it really hard to land a solid hit. These skeletons are hitting me with slowness, and in combination with the breezes, it can get really uncomfortable. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't used the ominous bottle yet, it's because it's much safer to clear out the initial spawns first. That way, once I trigger the ominous trial, I'll have fewer mobs to deal with at the same time. Alright, now that I've cleared out all those unwanted mobs, I can finally drink the ominous bottle. There it is! An ominous vault. Let me get a bit closer so I can show you guys what it actually looks like. You'll recognize it easily. It has a very specific look, and you can see these candles placed right next to it. Alright, time to drink the ominous bottle. Let's see if we're actually ready for what's about to come. The first wave is always the worst. Wow, okay. These guys are way stronger than the regular ones. They're pushing me around so much more. They're also hitting each other, which helps me out a bit. Alright, looks like it's time for a golden apple. They're pushing me way too much. This is honestly starting to get on my nerves.
And I'm being so clumsy right now just because I'm stressed out. Look at that!
And now he's gone. What a great game. I don't even know where to go anymore. There aren't many of them, but they're way too fast. I can't catch them. Is there anything I can do about this pushing? It's literally impossible to even get close to him. That's one down. Okay, the second one was pretty low. Only a few more to go. No, I'm way too clumsy to actually kill them. Okay, only one left. And it's impossible to even get to him. Here's the key. Okay, he just vanished. But hey, we have the key, so let's go open the ominous vault. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, we got some diamonds. Nothing special. I'm just wondering what this banner pattern is for. I've never actually used one. Alright, let's head to the next room. Maybe we'll have more luck in there. I'm not really sure where I am, but I think I should dig through this wall to the other side. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Oh, this spawner spawns poisonous spiders. That's definitely more interesting than breezes. And that's not the end? It seems like one actually escaped. Found him! And it's still not the end? Alright. Finally found him! I really hope this is the last one. And it is, but we don't get the key, just the carrot. So let's fight the another spawner. Alright, we're here. Just gotta find the spawner now. There's a spawner, and there's the second one. We have a much better chance for that ominous key now. But now we've got to deal with way more mobs at once. It's a good thing this room is so narrow, since they can't really push me back that far now. But now I have to hunt them down. This place is literally a labyrinth. Okay, I think I'm done now. Potatoes? Again? How? Where is the key? Whew, okay. I missed one. There's still one more spawner left. And I found the culprit. There we go. We got the key. Alright, now we just need to find a vault. It's probably waiting for us in the next room. Here's the new room, but I'm not really sure where the vault would be in here. And yeah, these pots can be broken for loot. They don't give much, but whatever, I'll just break them as I go. There it is! I found it! We got an enchanted golden apple. Not bad, but it's still no heavy core. Alright, let's go find some more spawners. found the new spawners. Alright, let's speed run this room. We got a key from one of the spawners. Awesome. Another key. Very nice. And we got a carrot from the third one. Fair enough. Let's see what we're gonna get from this vault. Well, I didn't get anything good this time. By the way, if you're wondering why I insert the key and run away, it's so I can use replay mod to catch the vault dropping the loot without me being in the shot. Only this room left. If we don't get what we want here, we'll have to find a new trail chamber. Let's do this. Yes, we actually got the heavy core. Thankfully, no more looking for a new trail chamber. And we got a few other small things, but the most important part is the heavy core. And there's one more spawner left down there, just in time to test out the mace. Just a second while I craft the mace. And there it is! Okay, I actually don't know how it works. Actually, no, I think I'll just stick with my sword for now. There we go, the spawner is cleared. Let's see what we got. We got an extra key, nice to have. And guys, I think that's it as far as this trial chamber is concerned. We can head back home now. I think the easiest way to get out is to just dig a tunnel straight up and enter the ocean. I hope we're not too far away now. Oh, nice, I can see the iron farm, so we're definitely close. Okay, all that's left is to enchant the mace, but before that, I just need to empty my inventory. I've been looking into the mace enchantments and nothing seems too hard except for Windburst. You can only get it in the trail chamber and it's extremely rare. Luckily, I have the book, but it's only level 1. Also, density is exactly what we need. The only thing is, this is density 4, and we need density 5. I'm not sure how we're going to solve that yet. Wait, what? Density 4 right away? This has literally never happened to me before. I can't believe how much luck I'm having in the survival world. Let's add Windburst to it. We also need to add Unbreaking 3 and Mending. And that's it, guys. We've done everything we wanted in this episode. In the next one, we're heading to the Woodland Mansion. I already have the map right here with the cartographer. I also wanted to say, we've been incredibly lucky in this series. For example, we got a trident from the very first round, but I'm mostly thinking about the mace. For the edit, I wanted to film the heavy core dropping from an ominous vault, so I went into a creative world and opened vaults across 4 different trial chambers. And I didn't get a single heavy core. That just shows you how rare it actually is, and we got it in our very first trial chamber. Also, during the edit, I noticed I missed one ominous vault, even though I have a key. I might need that key in the future, so I don't want to waste it just yet. If it turns out I don't need it, don't worry, we'll open it. And that's going to be it for this episode. We've made some huge progress. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe. Also, I'd love to get your feedback in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to improve. It would mean a lot to me, as does all the support I've been getting. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and goodbye.